My name is Charlie. Welcome to my home. So this is the kitchen, and yeah, what I love about this kitchen is this huge kitchen island. So when I'm by myself, I eat, I work, I study here. So actually this is where I spend a lot of my time here. The artworks I choose for this space is mostly just still lifes. They are vintage artworks that I collected from all over the world. And over here, I also have some interesting sculptures and objects. This is the stone sculpture on a Lazy Susan from Zimbabwe. I think I got it from an auction somewhere. And here just other, nude body figures. And this is a beer opener that I found really cool. So yeah, this is all for my kitchen. This is a storage cabinet. I put up this 3 watercolor works by my watercolor teacher actually. This is actually how I found her. Yeah, I bought her artworks and then she became my watercolor teacher. So over here, this is just an eclectic mix of objects and sculptures from different places. So this is the first sculpture I got when I first moved in this place. So it's a vintage IKEA painted in red. It just grabs my eye instantly and I had to get it at the time. And there are some African wood sculpture, also just some figures that I sourced from different places. Yeah, and ceramic balloons. Yeah, these are incredibly affordable. It's just, yeah, amazing how these little things can bring me so much joy. This is the living room. I read here all the time, and when I have guests over, this is where we will have coffee and chat. This sofa I got from Eternity Modern. Beside the sofa, I have this carnival horse. I found it in a dumpster and somebody just wanted to get rid of it, but I found it so unique and I just had to have it at the time. So it's been here ever since and it's always a statement piece. People talk about it all the time. Here I have a watercolor portrait of Leonard Cohen, and up there is an artwork that's made by my friend. She's an artist from Vermont. Yeah, this is just a conversation piece. Yeah, the bold colors and the dancing figures just make people, instantly happy. And it injects so much joy into the space. So over here we have a Vasily chair and then a Quran holder that I actually use it for holding my coffee books. So over here is a grandfather clock that I also found secondhand. We've always had these huge grandpa clocks in the living room, so this is what reminds me of the place I grew up with my parents. Yeah, so over here, this used to be a TV wall, but I don't watch much TV, so I decided to turn it into another huge gallery wall. So this piece here is the first art piece that I collected. It depicts a steel plant somewhere in Hamilton. It's big to me because my background was in materials engineering, and every year we used to visit this steel plant somewhere in Whitby. I just find it amazing that somebody who could make these type of uninteresting subjects so colorful and joyful. It makes a lot of sense to me. So this was the first purchase that I ever made on an original art piece. Over here, above the bookshelf, we have more interesting objects. This is like a fashion doll that is kinetic. This thing is actually an Amazon find. Yeah, incredibly functional. I play music. Here we have more small sculptures that's handmade. So these pieces are made by my friend who is an interior designer in Toronto. Her name is Mariana, and she made all these colorful body parts of women. I collected a lot of her arts. The centerpiece of this wall is the blind accordion player. This is a work that I got from an auction. It reminds me of Picasso's Blue Period. I just find it very fascinating. So this credenza I got from Eternity Modern. So it's a Finjo reproduction. And I just love the color. It's warm and bright. So here I just store all my CDs and vinyls. This is the music corner. I was classically trained back then when I was a kid, so I'm happy that I still keep playing the piano as a hobby. Over here, we do have busts of different composers. My favorite is J.S. Bach, but he's a small guy here. And we have Chopin and we have Beethoven over here. The artworks in this corner are mostly done by the artist friends that I actually personally know. Yeah, so we have a paper collage work from Mariana in Toronto, and this one is by Autumn Bocart from Texas. Yeah, and other pieces done by my other friends. Over here we have a huge African painted wood sculpture. The lanterns over here, I got them just from IKEA for Chinese New Year. For me, Chinese New Year holds a lot of importance to me because I'm Chinese. After the festival, I just decided to leave them up because, yeah, they look so festive over here. And it just reminds me of my heritage. So my place doesn't have a balcony, so the view is not the best. So here I just try to create my own view. So we have a plant shelf and another high table for all the succulent babies I have. And above here we have more hanging baskets. Just that reminds me of my grandma's place. She used to have all these baskets hanging. Here, let's say hi to my guest. So I've been bunny sitting for this rabbit for over a month. His name is Jeffrey. He's not always here, but yeah, he's our favorite guest so far. And all the people just love him. This is an antique French curio cabinet. So inside I have all the smaller sculptures, plates that I collected over the years. And these flutes are actually mine. So these are traditional Chinese calabash flutes. I played it when I was young. I still do, but it's very loud and sharp. So yeah, I just keep them here. And over here, we have an antique mandolin from Italy. So here is the dining room. I would play board games and have dinner with friends if I have guests over, but most of the time I paint here. So usually I will have my latest work on display over here. This is another huge gallery wall. So the centerpiece of this wall is the first artwork that I commissioned. I befriended Brent Hardesty a few years ago. So he's an indigenous artist based in Toronto, and he paints in this neo woodland style. So you could see a bit of Picasso and also a bit of Keith Haring in his work. Bold colors and these lines and dots. That's, to me at the time, is very creative and stood out to me instantly. Moving over here, that's another work that I got from him 2 years afterwards. Here he was transitioning to a different style, and he paints himself as an artist here, and also his spiritual helper over here. Here is my party of chairs. We have some Pantone chairs over here, and then this yellow rubber hand is the statement piece. I just liked it instantly because it feels so nice sitting on it. It grabs your butt perfectly. This art doll over here is made by Charlotte Sigerson. She is based in Winnipeg. She actually also handmade all this dress herself. Over here, that's another work of hers. She hand painted the dress as well. It just reminds me of spring. And over here, this paper sculpture, I actually made it myself. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I just decided to keep it here. As you can see, I have a lot of arts here, so it's impossible to talk about every single piece of them. They change all the time, actually, because I just sell them. I have a Instagram art shop where people can just place orders online. Most of the pieces on the wall are ready to be rehomed, except for the commissioned pieces and some of the artworks that I intentionally collected over the years. Okay, let's go to the bedroom. So here we have more arts, of course. The pieces in the bedroom, mostly they are figurative. You can also find many sensual pieces here. Over here, we have a lot of portraits. Some of them are actually portraits of the family members. And also we have other portraits that are vintage art pieces I sourced from estate sales. This is my office. It's not big, but it's good enough for me. So here we have a standing desk. Here is actually where I store most of my workout equipment, and I like to step on it to fulfill my step counts each day while I'm working. I work from home a lot, so it's important to stay active. So over here we have some folk arts and also some art pieces I got from art fairs. And this one, to me, is very personal. It's a gouache painting on rice paper, and it's done by some peasant artist in China. Here you can see the kids dressing in colorful clothes, playing with lanterns in the snow. So it's very joyful and just reminds me of home. My name is Charlie, and you can find me on Instagram. The handle is curial.party. This is where I sell my artworks, and also you can book a visit with me by appointment. Thank you so much for coming to my home.